Thunder Buddies for life.
What's going on, guys? It's Drake Allen here. You're here with the first episode of Thunder the Up. Like I said, it's first episode, guys. It might be a bit rough. Bear with me. I want to dive into a lot of Oklahoma City basketball. We may touch base on other sports, but the majority of it right now, I'm going to cover the Oklahoma City Thunder. I've watched a lot of them, and I've been told I need to go on camera that I'm a funny guy. So I'm going to try this. Bear with me. Like I said, I brought my little brother on with me the first time. Usually I'm going to have my buddy Dylan Juby here. I'm flying solo right now. So like I said, bear with me. We're going to dive into it here. But my first topic I want to talk about is where Oklahoma City is just sitting at in general right now. We got a 41-26 record. We've been struggling as of late. Coming out of the All-Star break, I think we're 4-7. Isn't that right, Nolan? We're 4-7.
4-7 since the All-Star break. Yep.
And going into it, we were smoking hot. So I mean, really, where we're at right now is just not where we need to be. And we're getting ready to go into playoff mode in mid-April. So we need to be playing our best basketball right now. And unfortunately, we're not doing that. Also, with Paul George coming off that injury as well. So we play Brooklyn tonight at 7. I think we're favored by 8 points in that one. But we should kick their ass. They're not that good of a team.
It was a close one last time.
We beat them, though, by 2 points.
Yeah.
That was in December. So we beat them last time in December by 2 points. We're favored by 8 tonight. We should kick their ass. They're terrible. Mm-hmm. They're terrible. They're the worst in the East. They're barely making playoffs right now. And we're in the middle of the West and in a dogfight with the top of the best teams in the NBA. So, I mean, really is no-brainer. We got 2 All-Stars. They've got 1. They got 1 player that they consider elite in the league.
Who would you even consider that?
D'Angelo Russell. He's an all-star. But he's also a snitch. Seriously, y'all. I'm not saying that. I'm being serious. I mean, bear with me. I mean, this shit is funny because listen to this. I know y'all remember when he played on the Los Angeles Lakers and Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell were on the same basketball team. Yeah. And he dated Iggy Azalea. And he got Nick Young on camera saying he had sex with another girl. And so he's a snitch. I mean, honestly, he's about to get his buckets in his face. He's going to have a couple paratroopers.
Snitches get stitches.
And I'm just telling you, dude, you may get nuts on your head. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, that's exactly what Paul George is going to do.
Yeah, nuts, right there. And then you know what I'm talking about. That's that old Los Angeles Clippers shit. I'm not joking either. I'm not.
Speaking of Paul George. MVP
No. Listen, I'm not done. I'm not done with the Okay, look, last time we played him, when we did beat him by 2, Paul George went for 50. So nobody on that team stopping Paul George. And I'm not joking either. Nobody stopping Paul. And Russ had another triple-double, which is that surprising at this point? No.
It wasn't like he barely got a triple-double either.
No, he always gets them, dude. I mean, especially against shitty teams like that. I mean, nobody's going to stop those guys. You got D'Angelo Russell. Is he stopping Russell Westbrook? No. Well, dude, here, to be honest here, who the hell is stopping Russell Westbrook? 2 nights ago we were in Utah. He got done. He won the game for us because Paul George has been injured. Paul George had 15 points 2 nights ago in Utah. 15 points. Paul George goes for 45 on a regular basis. So the fact that we won on Russell is like, holy shit. That's the first or second time this year we won behind Russell playing. He had a game-winning 3 with like 1:30 left. When y'all were at the twins behind the camera are my best friends. Y'all were at the house. That game where Russell hit the 3-pointer with 1 minute left. Then he goes to the bench. They check him out because the game's over because it's garbage time, right? And so he's on the bench and he's sitting there. We're up by 15. Well, there's a racist fan in the front row just hammering him, talking shit, dude. I mean, you're talking shit to Russell, dude. I mean, let's get straight. First of all, I don't want to pull up any history, but Corey, I mean, you're over there on YouTube. Pull up the Malice in the Palace. Pull up the Malice in the Palace. Ron Artest, why would you talk shit to an NBA guy, dude? He's 6'6" with 240. Come on.
And this average fan was fat, right? He was a fat average
Yeah, he's a
fan.
fat dude. And Russell said, "Oh, f*** you up and your wife." I mean, in the press conference, he apologized about the wife deal, but I mean, I'm serious. He said, because he's like, I ain't been no domestic violence ever. I ain't none of this and that, but I do mean I'll kick his ass. I apologize his wife was involved, but she was saying shit as well.
Equal rights, equal punishments, man.
If you're gonna reach your hand in the cookie jar, you're gonna have to be able to there's consequences, dude. I don't care if you're a girl. If you call a black guy a racial slur, dude, you're gonna be dealt with. Whether it be physically or verbally. But what's crazy is that the topics that we're talking about right now, they're sports and honestly political conversation. I mean, would anybody disagree? I mean, that we're talking about race interjecting with sport, which that happened in the 60s. But it's 2019 and Russ is still dealing with that. And I'm not supporting one side or the other, dude. I'm really not. I'm not saying Russ is wrong or the Utah guy's right. But that still goes on today. I mean, it still goes on today.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
On to the next topic.
Well, next topic's MVP candidate. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. We got the saltiest player in the league. And they got this man third on the chart. In my opinion, for two reasons. Because he's not in a major market team. He's not down in Houston. And he's not the Greek freak. He's not 7'4". You know?
Who is it?
Paul George. The beast of all beasts. You heard it here. I was saying this when he snapped his leg. He was going to be back and be fine.
Back when he had what
He's
number
back.
on his back?
He's 24.
24 years.
Now he's 13. Now he's MVPG 13. He's legit. But yeah, no, we do have the best player in the league, in my opinion, Paul George. I mean, I'm not joking. But the fact that they've got two people rated above him, in my opinion, is politically... It's a political scheme, dude. It's rigged. It's rigged. It is. It's rigged. I don't mean to say it, but damn, you're shoving James Harden down our throats in the media. Come on, I've had enough of that, dude. It's fake news, believe me.
What about the Greek freak, though?
Now he's legit. He's legit. I can understand. The guy, one of the guys Paul George is behind, is legit. The Greek freak is a beast. I mean, he's a beast. And honestly, he'll probably win it. Mark my words, he'll probably win it. First podcast ever, I'm calling it. Giannis will probably win MVP. I think Paul George should be considered, no question. And he should be better than James Harden. We really should.
Why is James Harden not deserving?
James Harden's not as deserving because he has no defense. He's not a two-way player. He's not a two-way player at all. He plays no defense, and he had a record of 15. He's still got it going on. He's got a 30-point record going on for scoring. So he's so offensively known. And honestly, he's really great at his craft scoring the ball. Everybody in the league, nobody questions that he doesn't score the ball good. But when you play defense like an old man at the YMCA, dude, with a broken hip, who gives a shit, dude? You don't guard the best player. You turn around and you guard the four-eyed freak, dude. So what does it matter? You can score 50 points in a game if you can't bag your groceries, man. I mean...
Didn't we pick up Harden exclusively as a defensive player back in the day?
Harden was our sixth man. Harden was our sixth man back in the day. He was the first one off the bench. He wasn't necessarily a defensive player even when he was with us. He was just a good scorer. He was just a good energy coming off the bench. And then we let go of him on top of him wanting money. When I don't want to get into all that, to be honest, he didn't deserve it at the time. And he went on to prove me different. But at the time he didn't. He didn't deserve it at the time.
And I'm looking at his stats right now. He's getting better on defense too. He's averaging 2.2 steals a game.
Who?
James Harden.
James? Yeah. Well, when you look at Russ and Paul George together, that's Batman and Robin, dude. That's some bad motherfuckers, dude. I mean that. That's some bad sons of bitches, dude. But with Paul George being hurt the way he is, like, look, he only scored he only shot the ball 8 times the other night and had 16 points. That's rare. I mean, that's extremely rare in him, dude. He usually turns it to a gargoyle, and he's unstoppable. Unstoppable. Now we're winning behind Russ, where everybody's holding their breath at the end of the game, dude, because honestly, I love you, Russ. Love you, buddy. You're my boy. I got a little soft spot in here, and I'm a homer, man. I swing from yours and Paul George's nuts, man. I promise you. You're my boy. But at the end of the game, we're all holding our breath because you got that ball and it's like a damn bar of soap, dude. What was the game when we lost 2 games back where he dribbled the ball out of bounds with 1.8 seconds on the clock, dude? Dribbled right off his left foot like he's playing in the middle of fucking Alcatraz, dude. San Quentin basketball. Whoop! I mean, you're my boy, Russ. I love you, but damn, man, damn. And don't act like you don't know you don't stress us out. You know you stress us out, motherfucker. You know you do. You're my boy, but damn. I also want to finish the podcast, or finish the video, I should say, by talking about 2 NFL trades. Nolan's opinion on him. He thinks Cleveland's loaded.
Yeah, they are.
He thinks Cleveland's
They're
loaded.
an offensive juggernaut.
He thinks Cleveland's loaded on both sides of the ball. You got, and I do. They are an offensive juggernaut. If you think about the skill players they got now, They got one offensive lineman I know about. His name's Joe Thomas. He's a big left tackle, big time, Pro Bowler. That's the only offensive lineman I really know. So I don't know if they need more offensive linemen. But skill-wise across the ball, you got Baker Mayfield slinging it. You got Nick Chubb, which was the old Georgia running back, toting it. You got Odell Beckham. You got Jarvis Landry. I'm sure they got a couple more other boys there running little short routes. I mean,
Oh, they do. I forget his name.
so, and then their defense is stout. Dude, they're good. Hell, I lost a bet this year. I'm on camera. I'll say it. Listen, I lost a bet this year. Shook a guy's hand. Dylan Juby, my partner he'll be out here on the next video. I shook Dylan Juby's hand at the beginning of the year, and he said that Cleveland was going to finish the year with a better record than Miami. I shit you not, I lost that bet by half a game. By half a game.
By a tie.
Because in week 2 or 3 of last year in football, Cleveland tied Pittsburgh, which gave them a half a game advance. We both had the same number of wins at the end of the year, but they got a half a game advance because they tied with Pittsburgh week 2.
They got it going on right now.
Yeah, this is a game. This is it right here. This is a game. They tied right here. That's how I lost. Cleveland's good. Cleveland's good. Mark my words on this right here. They'll win more than 8 games next year. They'll win more than 8 games. They won 6.5 this year. They won 6 games this year. I can't remember how many losses and then a tie. So 6.5. Ties a half game, half a win, half a loss.
You think they could win their division then? I mean,
Hell no. No.
What holds them back?
They got Pittsburgh, Baltimore. It's them and Cincinnati. No, hell no. Not a shot. Not a shot. Just because, and number 2, I want to go on record and say this. Just because Pittsburgh lost Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell, they ain't going to miss a beat, dude. They got a Hall of Fame quarterback. They got a rookie running back that just fucking was number 2 or 3 in the league rushing, James Conner. They don't miss fucking Le'Veon like y'all think, dude. Le'Veon is replaceable, number 1. And number 2, they got Juju Smith outside throwing the ball to him. Antonio Brown's replaceable. It's as simple as that. I mean it. They're both replaceable. And you also got, number 2 trade I want to talk about, which is ridiculous, is you got Antonio Brown going to Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving Ben Roethlisberger to go play with David Carr. Corey, I know you like David Carr.
It's Derek Carr.
Oh, Derek Carr.
Yeah.
David, they're both trash. They're both trash. They're both trash. And Gruden's high on him, too. He's been smoking the shit, dude. I'm out on both cars. You got David, who was in Houston. Derek's in Oakland. They're both not good. I promise you they're not good. I promise you. Just Derek, right?
Yeah.
Derek is a Pro Bowler. He's a good quarterback. He's a Pro Bowler. I know you like him. I'm out on him. I'm out on him. I'm serious. He's not that good. He's not Ben Roethlisberger good. He's not Tom Brady good. He's not Aaron Rodgers good.
Mm-mm.
He's not. It really. And he left. Antonio Brown left that top tier of a quarterback, in my opinion, to go play with that person just to feel more comfortable. Just to go feel more comfortable. But honestly, you're going to do what you want to do when you got that much money. You are.
I gotta do what's right for me.
You are. You're going to do what you want to do when you got that much money.
I gotta do what's right for me.
And he did. Sure. Hey,
Yeah.
perception's reality, man. I do mean that. Perception's reality. Good for you, Antonio Brown. Good for Pittsburgh. I mean, good for both of you. You left. They got rid of you. How you want to look at it? It's glass is half full or is it empty, man? Well, guys, that's it for the first episode of Thunder the up. I'm Drake. You'll have Dylan Juby in here with me next time. Say goodbye to Nolan. This might be the last time y'all ever see him on camera.
Have a good time.
Thunder the up! Woo!
Yeah, them boys from Oklahoma rule they Johns all wrong. They're too damn skinny, way too long. Well, I ain't no holy roller, so I just use a bone. Them boys from Oklahoma rule they Johns all wrong.